Right, everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all well. If you could just do us a quick favour and subscribe to the channel if you're not already, as Katie makes all the racket in the world.
Sorry. Getting the trays out, really hard.
But yeah, if you could just do us a quick favour, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. It does mean a lot. The support the last few days has been absolutely insane. As you can probably see here, we are just cracking on with tea.
I'm gonna say, probably picked the wrong time to film.
But yeah, we are having chicken goujon wraps tonight. Katie's been at work, I'm just getting back from the gym, had a bit of a later one today. And yeah, we are gonna crack on. I think I've got one thing, yeah, me dinner, like my snack thing to prep tomorrow for work. And then that will be it. I'm just gonna go through a few comments tonight. Tonight's gonna be a really short one in comparison to the last couple of vlogs that have been, I think, like 20 minutes, nearly 20 minutes on, or over 20 minutes. I'm just going to try and keep it not like really short, and I'm not going to go out my way to just keep it as short as possible. But yeah, I'm just going to go through a few comments, and yeah, I don't think there's actually that much to talk about today. Today is not normally, I keep thinking it's Thursday, but no, today is not normally food shop day. But yeah, we are going to just crack on, have some tea. You alright?
What was in there?
I don't know. There was something in there, wasn't there? I don't know. But yeah, we are gonna have tea. I might show you the food prep again for what we do for breakfast. I probably will. But yeah, apart from that, guys, I will catch you. Right, everyone, tea is done. Me and Katie are gonna watch a calorie challenge. I think we're feeling like fat. I think, to be honest, it's more because payday's on the horizon. We know that a cheeky takeaway will be coming. So there it is there. I will have to get my chips out as well. Oh, that's gonna be tough actually, because I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it. But I will put these back up in a second when it's all done. There they are there. It does look really bland because I did just chuck all my chips in the wraps. 100 grams worth of chips. And I'll have to get the calories for the chicken. But yeah, I'm just gonna tuck in, enjoy this. Do the few dishes that there will be to do, because there won't be many tonight, and then just get into some questions, guys. So yeah, if you've made it this far, remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I'll catch you in a sec.
Brought to them, and if someone was to buy them, I think you'd be looking at about 100 million just down the drain, just to even sustain the club immediately. And when you think that,
and we're in the Premier League, and we've had that, we own our stadium.
They own the ground.
Yeah.
You're buying the ground. You're buying the real estate.
Yeah, you're literally, you know, you've got tangible assets there that you are going to own.
Alright, everyone, you will have just seen all the washing up and the overnight oats food prep. Quite excited for that tomorrow, as I've added the breakfast toppers and not the frozen berries. I've not actually tried the breakfast toppers yet, apart from in smoothies. Oh, I might have tried them once.
You
had them on Sunday or something, didn't I? Yeah, so I am excited to try them. And yeah, I mean, I can't believe it's Thursday tomorrow. It's just like, me and Kate were speaking about this last night, but this month has absolutely, was it last night we were speaking about, but it's absolutely feels like it's flown over. And we don't know if it's because it's the first year in our own house, so it's like when we were like each other's parents, or like the last few years of Katie's mum and dad's, it almost was like we were getting in from work and just sitting in bed waiting for the day to be over until payday. I feel like that's what everyone waits for, is the first payday, because, well, me and Katie in particular, we get paid like a week earlier at where we work, so it's like an extra week you're waiting for payday. So I feel like almost every night you're just waiting for payday sort of thing. So it's like we were just getting in, waiting for tea, having tea, getting showers and stuff, and then just watching telly, waiting for the night to be over and the days to be over. Whereas this year, like obviously with being in our house for the first time, it is almost a bit more like getting in, you've got the tea to do, the dishes to do. Like say Katie's been doing her yoga, which she did day 25 today, so she's nearly there. She said it was really good tonight. And yeah, like I'll go to the gym after work. I did go at night, by the way, I don't think I mentioned before. I just went a little bit later, that's why the vlog started a little bit later as well. But I was going to start the vlog late regardless if I went to the gym or not, because I did want the days to be quite short. Like if you are wondering, it is short on purpose. I think when the days are like this, I don't want to just drag them out. So, but yeah, like we've just been, every night has just felt quite busy, and it's been like by the time bedtime's come around, it's like, wow, I'm like ready for bed now, and opposed to just watching the clock waiting for bedtime. But yeah, it's like, has it flew for any of you guys? Like this month for me has just, like me and Katie, to be fair, it's just absolutely flown over. But gonna get into some comments. The first comment, which has gone off my phone, I don't know if I addressed it yesterday, but someone asked if it was just a settling crack. It obviously was. I think where me and Katie were concerned was it was obviously probably the equivalent of half the wall in length, the crack. So it was like if it went from the bottom, it would have reached the middle, but because of where it was sat, yeah, it was sat in the middle of the wall. So we were just a little bit like, ooh, it looks like it. Looks very nasty. Yeah, got like, it was really thin, and then you could see it just sort of slightly get a bit thicker. So yeah, I think we just wanted to double check and make sure that it wasn't just a settlement crack. We did think it was, like that was the initial first like guess, wasn't it? It was just like, oh, probably is just one, but like we've got one just here, just above the kitchen door, but it's obviously like very minor. So yeah, but yeah, we will have to get more filler because that one was a bit dry or something, you were saying, wasn't it?
It had dried out, so it was like crumbly. Yeah, so
it was crumbly. And yeah, so there's only one more question to go through. It is quite a long one, so I will pause throughout. So it says, our new build in the States, we were advised not to paint for the first year because often there would be nail pops and cracks from the settling. We think we've noticed a couple nail pops.
We didn't know. We had a feeling it was weather.
Yeah.
But we never
that is probably what it is. We have noticed them. Obviously, we have only painted the one room, like, which is strange, like one wall. That is right, isn't it? Just the black. Oh, it's gone. Looked like she was gonna sneeze.
A wall and a bit, because we painted the...
Yeah, like a wall and a bit in one room, and that room's, like, touching wood, still so far fine. But yeah, the nail pops we've noticed, I think, in the bedroom and down, and then there, isn't it? The ceiling in the living room,
and on the bit what you're holding.
Oh, the banister.
On the top one, but the top pillar.
Alright, so the top of the banister, and yeah, like we have noticed a few of that. So like you say, until you said there, we didn't actually notice what they were. We were just a bit like, oh, like
oh, I wonder if they're nails.
Yeah, and then now you've said it, it is. A new house, you can actually have more maintenance than a pre-existing house in many ways. And then he goes on to say, start putting like money into a savings to handle the big stuff that happens in 10-15 years. Nothing lasts. Which, like I say, like, I feel like when you buy a new build, you still have to keep in mind that it's not always going to be a new build. So like, you should expect the big issues in years to come, as if you were going to sell it and then someone would class it as, oh, an older house. I think it's not always like, oh, if someone's buying an older house, it's from the 1900s or like earlier. So I do think when you buy a new build house, you should always keep in mind anyways that it just isn't gonna last. I know there are YouTubers out there saying, oh my gosh, 100 things on the snag list, but honestly, snags happen. That was one of the first things I said was, in a previous comment I think I got, was if you haven't got a lot of snags now, like it is more like it will just happen from living in the house. You will just notice things like like when you come in, when they take you in and they're like, oh, we're gonna look for your snags now. You feel like you're looking at everything with like you're trying to just look at everything as crisp as you can, and you go in with that mindset. But it's so easy, from the amount of people that I've heard say this, it's so easy just to go in and be like, wow, and just be taken back by it all and realizing like, oh, this is actually going to be my house. So I think you're best off going then and trying the basics out, like I said, the sockets and stuff like that, trying all that out, your thermostats, but don't go in and be like, oh, unless something's glaringly obviously wrong, I wouldn't worry about going in and being like, oh, everything's like, oh, everything's fine, there must be something wrong because everything seems fine, like, if that makes sense, like in your head thinking, everything was right, so what, like, I must have missed something. Or you might sort of pick things out that aren't really needing picked out, but again, that could be anything. That's just down to personal preference, really. I definitely think just living in the house is the way to pick out these. The camera battery is also flashing, I'm so sorry. But, and then yeah, he says you could live in, you know what, I'm going to go through the rest of the comments tomorrow, because I have the rest of that comment tomorrow, because I have waffled on a lot. The battery flashing just makes us panic. And yeah, I'm so sorry, but I will catch yous. If you haven't subscribed, remember to subscribe. I'll finish this on my phone, right? I'll finish this on my phone. I'll catch yous in a second.
Do you need the light on?
Nah, right, yeah, I'm so sorry about this, but I am on Katie's phone, reading off my phone, which is so strange. So, but honestly, snags happen, which I did say, which I covered. They want the views or semblance of journalism. I don't know what that sort of means.
Is in people's expectations and new build.
Yeah.
Like, you get that with old houses, but it never gets written about. You never hear about it in newspapers.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Story, that's
yeah, I did understand that yesterday when I was reading it, because I did say to Katie, I mentioned that I understood. This is so weird because I need to look at the camera, but I like looking at myself, so I'm like, oop, oop. You could move into an existing home and suddenly need to replace the electric box or roof. I blame social media. There's that pressure to look Instagram ready at all times. And to be honest, I don't even think that's just about houses. I think that's about everything in general, isn't it? It's like, I mean, I don't know how, I've not been slated yet, but the amount of times I come on here and my hair's an absolute mess, it's because I just don't really, like, this is just like me really, like, chilling in my house. I'm not gonna do my hair up and look me best all the time just when I'm just sitting in my house. But I do think that is just for like everything. I think, like, yeah, it is, isn't it? Just everything in general, like, oh, it needs to look perfect for online. And I think I do agree with you about houses as well. With a new build, they fix the bigger things as some of the minor things. As each season changes, you will see more of the house adjusting. This is not a crack because you did something wrong, which we did obviously find out. I didn't think it was when Katie mentioned to me that, oh, is it because I've maybe turned the heating off? I did think, I don't think it would be that, because like I say, the office room, the heating's been shut off completely for months now. So
2 months.
Yeah,
but no, only a solid month.
So has that one been off longer then?
No, that's only been off. That's what I'm saying. I only
Yeah.
a week ago or something.
So, see, I'm a bit conscious about me here now. But yeah, no, I'm just joking. But yeah, I literally read that comment out, I think it was 2 nights ago now. And I said to Katie, like, wow, I've just got this comment. Like, I couldn't agree more with absolutely everything. Especially the thing about online. I think everyone worries these days about how they look online, how their life looks online. And I think we are hitting a point now, though, as well, where a lot more people are more accepting of sharing, not insecurities, but like failures in life and stuff like that. I think we are hitting a point now where everyone sort of has understood, like, oh, that's obviously not how they constantly live their life, and not everything's that perfect all the time. There is still some that want to give that, but hey, that's another story for another day. That's up to them, and it's up to people what they post online at the end of the day. So I am going to end the video now. I'm sorry that it's ending on the phone. I do need to get a new battery because this one's dying every 2 days, and it's quite inconvenient, but I don't really blame it because I've been vlogging like crazy lately. So if you could just do us a favour and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, like the video if you did enjoy it, and I will catch you on the camera tomorrow.